Oh my gosh, we did it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. We hit 1,000 subscribers. That is crazy. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. Thank you guys for supporting me. I hope you're loving the content. I cannot believe we hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. This is crazy. I mean, I am just feeling thoughts of gratitude and just really happy that we have come to this milestone, and I'm just so excited that we could share this together. And I just want to say thank you again so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me in this journey. This is crazy. 1,000 subscribers? My mind has blown. Thank you so much, so much for letting this dream come true. We have great videos in store for this year to come. As promised, we've hit 1,000 subscribers, so we're gonna do a day in the life and just so many more kind of vlogs, kind of more fun videos. We are still gonna be talking about trading, as that is our #1 priority here. But it's just exciting to see, like, I could actually, interact with you guys a little bit more, show you more about who I am, what I do, like, I'm super excited to connect with you guys more. And it's just unbelievable to me to even say, oh my gosh, like, we have hit 1,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. That means the world to me. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for helping me reach this milestone. Thank you for watching the content. I hope you're loving it. It's just crazy for me. So to celebrate, we are gonna do a Q&A. I want you guys to ask me questions. It can be trading related, it can be personal related, it can be anything really in general. I want you guys to ask me questions on this YouTube video. Drop a comment below. The comments that we get on questions, I will answer them in a YouTube video, and we'll kind of do like a Q&A session. So this way you guys get to know a little bit more about me. I get to know a little bit more about what you're asking, so I can implement it into future videos. And I think it'll just kind of be fun. Like, let's get to know each other, So drop your question in the comments below. You can also DM me a question on Instagram. I might do something there, we'll see. So definitely DM me a question on Instagram, or drop your questions in the comments below. I'm gonna take all those questions and do like a kind of live Q&A. So I'm super excited, and I am really looking forward to this next milestone. We're gonna be doing a day in the life. We're gonna do more vlogs. I am super excited to just share more about who I am, my journey. I'm excited to connect with you guys more. The community has been really great. Your guys' questions have been really great. Your comments have been amazing. It just makes me feel like we're a part of something bigger, and it just is very exciting. So thank you guys so much, so much for being here and supporting me, and I'm just excited to see where this takes us. So special treat, we're gonna do a live Q&A. So drop your questions in the comments, and I'm gonna pick out 10 to 15 questions depending on how many we get, and we're gonna answer them in a YouTube video. Again, it could be trading related, it can be personal related, it could be like what helps with mindset, anything you want to ask. Drop me a comment below or DM me on Instagram, and you can find me at Trades by Alicia on Instagram. So yes, I am super excited. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Plus next week I'm going to be uploading a video on day in the life of a trader of Trades by Alicia. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for some really exciting content this year. I mean, I'm just really excited that we're growing this community, and I just want to say thank you again one more time. Don't forget to leave a question in the comments because I will definitely put that on the YouTube channel and we'll do like a live Q&A. So I'm super excited about it. All right, now that you guys know how appreciative I am of all of you being here, let's talk about the charts, shall we? Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I saw, the direction I wanted to see the market, and we're just going to do like a quick little rundown on the markets and what we were looking at and what we were waiting for to get into the trade. I did not take a trade today just because it didn't drop down into the level that I wanted to, but I'm going to show you guys what I mean when I say that. With that being said, let's jump into the charts really quick and just run it down, shall we? Awesome. So we're going to start on the daily time frame. All right, so we're on the daily time frame here. Now, obviously, I've been wanting to see this market drop lower. We did take out those this swing low right here, these daily lows last week. We traded into it on Thursday, and then Friday we traded into this daily fair value gap right here. We actually did end up filling this fair value gap. So when I look at this daily time frame, I'm expecting price to continue to move lower, but since we've already taken out this area of sell side liquidity, I was expecting somewhat of a retracement move today and aiming for some buy side liquidity and potentially trading a bit higher before we move lower throughout the week. That's kind of what I was looking at when I seen this, especially because we filled in this daily fair value gap and we took out the sell side liquidity. Plus we had such a bearish week last week that when we took out this area, we do kind of want to see some sort of retracement so then we can go lower. Perfect. Now we are implementing the 4-hour chart a lot more this year. This is kind of one of my goals. I want to do the 4-hour chart, add that in, and the DXY. So we're on the 4-hour chart here. Now the cool thing about this low right here is actually if we extend, you see these two down close candles right before this impulsive up move. We can actually use this high right here as the bullish order block. So it's like a 4-hour order block. We can see the market tapped right down into that level on Friday, and then we moved higher off of that level. So that for me is definitely a level that I was looking at this morning. I was like, wow, we traded off of that super nicely. Like we're probably going to want to move higher and go for some buy side liquidity. But overall, right, I want to see sells. So when we're looking for sells, we want to be selling in a premium. So we use this fib right here. We from top to bottom, from the high right here to the low right here. If we are selling, we want to see the market trade above this 50% level and potentially into the OTE levels as well before moving down. For sure, we want to see that 50% level hit and before we move lower, so then we could sell off in a premium, which would be obviously the most high probability sells. So with that in mind, since we are looking for buys into the 50% level, I was kind of going in with the mindset that I want to see these daily highs reached, these daily relative equal highs, and then of course, potentially this 4-hour fair value gap and this new week opening gap because it's right at that 50% fib level. So I wanted to see the market continue to move higher into these levels, into this 50% level. And we can see the market actually did trade higher, which was great. Like we got the direction right. We understood that we wanted to see the market trade into this premium before we sell off. We also see this morning we traded down into this 4-hour order block right here and we had that really nice reaction. So I wanted to see the market continue to respect that up kind of movement. Now we kind of have our direction. We kind of want to see the market trade into that 50% level. Let's drop down to the 1-hour time frame. All right. Again, we had this 4-hour order block, so just extended over a different time frame here. I'll shorten it a little. We did take out sell side liquidity during London session, and then again we traded at that 4-hour order block before moving higher. So we have that sell side liquidity taken and that PD array that kind of we wanted to see it move higher. Plus our bias is buys into this New York PM session high essentially. And of course we see the market has been kind of respecting this 1-hour fair value gap. So we kind of see that plus this break of market structure. Perfect. So let's drop down to the 15-minute time frame. Again, we can just see like after the market took out this sell side liquidity, we had some really nice reactions off of these 15-minute fair value gaps moving higher, this order block. So it's just kind of been a really nice run higher. We had that break of market structure. Then we had this displacement move breaking these market structures. Plus, we wanted to see this high taken, and then of course these New York PM session highs eventually taken as well. But the market was down here at 10 a.m. I'm gonna go down to the lower time frames and show you what I was looking for, but we could have taken a trade off of this 15-minute inversion fair value gap because the market was moving higher. We weren't expecting too much of a move lower before ultimately hitting these daily highs. So looking back when I was doing my daily recap, I said, hey, you know, we could have taken a trade on this 15-minute inversion fair value gap to go for these highs because it's still, we're entering in that fair value gap. We're entering inside that 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. time frame. So it just made sense, but that's obviously looking back. For me, I was waiting for somewhat more of a retracement into this 1-minute fair value gap, which I'll show you right now, before we moved higher. But let's drop down to the 5-minute. Again, it's just been really nice price action today. We almost filled in this 5-minute fair value gap before pushing higher. This was at 9:55. We came back down, traded into this block right here, which will kind of show you on the 1-minute time frame. And again, we have this 15-minute inversion fair value gap where the market did trade down, and we could have entered off of that into our objectives. However, I'll show you what I was looking for on the 1-minute. Awesome. So on the 1-minute, my trade, I wanted to see this 1-minute fair value gap traded to. And we do kind of see that at 10:01. We did trade to the very high, so it didn't even come into the 1-minute fair value gap. We actually just traded to the high of that 1-minute fair value gap, which is the low of this candle, because that's what created the high of the 1-minute fair value gap. We traded into that, came back up, broke market structure. I was looking for one more punch into this 1-minute fair value gap, potentially taking out this low for short-term sell-side liquidity. However, we were literally just off by a point, by a tick, like by 1/4 of a point, like right, we were so close. So we did not get into this trade, unfortunately, but I just wanted to wait for that trade to come into the 1-minute fair value gap, kind of following my plan. So I wasn't chasing the markets, but we definitely were super close to getting into this trade. And you know, sometimes that's just what happens. The market's going to run without you, and you're just going to have to live with it and learn with it, you know, learn from it. So looking back after the market had made its move higher, had done these things, one, I was like, we could have entered at this, the inversion fair value gap. We could have entered here when it came back down into the 15-minute inversion fair value gap. That could have been a good entry right there at the consequent encroachment of that 15-minute fair value gap, because we would have still been safe. Like the market would, like if the market came back down into this 1-minute fair value gap, we could have still been safe as long as we didn't trade outside of that 1-minute fair value gap. However, we did not take that trade because we were just waiting for that one tick. which never happened, but it's fine. But also, looking back, you see this little red square right here? This candle is a mitigation block. What is a mitigation block? It's kind of like the opposite of a breaker. So we have our low, we have our high, and instead of creating a lower low and breaking that, we actually have a higher low, and then it breaks. And then it comes back down into this candle right here perfectly. And it does it again here perfectly. So looking back, we could have actually used this mitigation block as our entry over here. And as you can see, it comes right to the tick of that mitigation block before hitting our daily high objective. Right to the tick. Like, look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. So again, low, high, higher low, breaks out of that, comes back down, retests this mitigation block, does it again, retests this mitigation block to the absolute tick. Like, that is just some beautiful price action right there. And am I upset that we missed this trade? I am not upset. I'm just glad that we got the direction right. We understood the markets on a deeper level, and we're just becoming better traders every day. And I think that's like a win in my books. Even though we didn't get in this trade, we learned from it. We see things that maybe we didn't see, 2 years ago. Like, I think this is just like a beautiful progression of my journey, and seeing these markets more clearly is just amazing. So that is the trade that we unfortunately did not take this morning. However, it was just really beautiful to see it play out. Now, I just want to reiterate how grateful I am that we have reached 1,000 subscribers. Like, that is just mind-blowing to me. Thank you again for letting that come true. It's because of you that we are here. So thank you. And again, if you guys have any questions, doesn't have to be trading related, leave them in the comments, because we're gonna do like a live Q&A session, and it'll be really interesting to kind of see what questions you guys are asking, what questions you want to know. So thank you. Don't forget to leave that comment asking that question. And yeah, I mean, this trade, as beautiful as it is, we still didn't get in the markets today, but we learned and we're growing. And I think that is just a vital win in itself. So I hope you guys like this video. There will be lots of more videos coming this year. I'm gonna try to do at least 4 videos a week, every single week this year. I'm gonna do more day in the life vlogs, so those will be kind of fun. And who knows, we'll probably have more Q&A questions, especially if that's something you guys want to see. Like, I am down. I'm down. So thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. That's just mind-blowing. I really appreciate it. It's crazy. So I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to leave a question in the comments below. I am gonna do a Q&A, and I want to know what kind of questions you guys have. All right? That is all for me today. We will talk more soon, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye for now.